We finally got our new drag radials in, so while we wait for Jerry to get up here so we can look at the transmission, I figured I'd get him tossed on the car. I think the car looks mean as hell with the big old meats on the back. Once Jerry arrived, we wasted no time and got the valve body out of the car, and where we found the fourth gear piston and the valve body to be sticking. After a little bit of emery cloth though, it seemed to be working much nicer. With the transmission button back up, all there was left to do was get it back down on the ground and verify we had all the gears. Loaded the new tune from Brian. Just gotta monitor shit. Let's go see if we got 3-4 in lockup. It was working yesterday. At this point, you can imagine my frustration. But knowing what we know after having the valve body out and knowing that the piston fits tight in the valve body, I took a minute and figured we'd try to get some heat into it and to see if that wouldn't free it up once it got up to operating temperature. As I suspected, once the transmission got up to operating temperature, yes, we had fourth gear again. I figured it out. We gotta get back to 55 so that way we can confirm we have all four and lockup. And lockup. Alright, here we go. We're going for the full trifecta. First, second, driving this thing everywhere this summer, and I mean everywhere. With the transmission seemingly to be working as it should be, I went ahead and got the car registered and decided to start putting some actual daily miles on it. We also went ahead and did its initial oil change, which I'll admit I probably waited a little long to do. With a fresh oil change and a working trans, we were back to giving ride-alongs. So far, not too bad for only 8 PSI boost.
Is that what you're running now?
Yeah, that's what it's on right now, but it's definitely faster than it was before on 12, so...
Oh, no kidding. Getting it tuned, eh?
Yeah.
That's mad. That fucker has mad. That's mad.
I'm getting out.
It's like, you know, you're going to fucking
No,
no,
where are you coming?
Leave it. On command.
I feel like a fuel cell phone, I'm not all about getting sideways. Makes me feel like a spaceship driver with all the buttons and the levers and doodads. Feels so special.
I like that too.
Unfortunately, all the smiles were short-lived. It wasn't even but 12 hours later, the next morning going to work, and I had no reverse. So we were towing it back to the shop to drop the transmission out, get it back to the rebuilder. Once we got the pan off, we happened to find a couple valve body bolts laying in the pan. Now, I can't point fingers at anybody because my fingers were in there when we had it out last as well. But that might have something to do with the reverse getting burnt out. Unfortunately, upon getting it out and removing the torque converter, I happened to find what appeared to be a metal ring just floating around in the torque converter. So now that's back off to FTI in Florida, and we are back on the waiting game.